So, the truth about midpoints, I just did a mute experiment, did record it, but I found out they are not just coordinates, but in fact support my theory in negative space. As I was saying in my data plays, you can see there are pictures of the sky scaled down, the empty space are spheres, or circles of empty space are planets, and the dots in between are the midpoints, usually comparison of different properties, and that determines their location in coordination with the metaphases of the alchemical cycle we named as classic, but to stand for each letter of each phase. And yeah, so the midpoints are basically within this negative space in a sense, although it's a little bit inverse, as the planets are actually the negative space for the seen in the data play screenshots, that clips that were pulled together from changing axes and variables and put together and sped up, slowed down, turned direction, and given rhythm and dance and whatnot. So that you could apply them, but within beats. So you could apply them to a lot of different music, but I give a few options in case you like different colors. Yeah, so those are the data plays, and they're basically a visual metronome. And you can think of the sides of the screen as for walls of block universe, or directions, or a scale, music note scale, for strings and the vibrations as the data points move between hitting the sides of the different areas of the as strings, but for violin strings. They also represent cute speech and gesture form, as I talked about before, so location and where the speech comes from and what the sound comes from, and gestures that represent that. So that video is a good example. Cute speech and my timing overlaps and whatnot. Hi, my name is Kate. And as you sound out a word. So origins of the universe, basically, and midpoints being not just coordinates, as that Harry Styles song says, love of my life. In fact, exactly. So I was speaking earlier, saying midpoints as I saw the word black holes, so I wrote that, and then as I was writing midpoints, in relation to the word black holes, and as I was drawing black holes that are relative midpoints, these particles eventually become real particles as they move away from the black hole. They are, till then, considered virtual particles relative inside a black hole, negative energy. They exist near the horizon, just outside the horizon. So, Hawking radiation, and representing the four, so thermal energy, there's quantum, field. This was this one. This was before that, he was at the end, but yeah. It's bringing together the exact order that he said. blocking radiation. I have to watch the visuals that I'm looking at. This is the actual image. Relative radiation, 1.6 and 2.6. Left, that's fun. So I guess they science and deception for time along with experimental. Change the information capture. And I can send it to your information. That's what I need to really especially no. Yeah, everything that's in the works that I'm working on right now, trying to pull together, seeing what works the best. Combination of all these symbols and gestures, subtle. Appreciate as you learn about them. Maybe. Basically, inventing ways of drawing, illustrating some of these concepts in engineering. Really is what it is. That's what it is, but I'm not existing on it for sure. Just the broad overall idea. Straight.